I used to believe that a packed calendar meant a successful business. It turns out I was just being broke. My schedule was a wall-to-wall nightmare of low margin jobs, and I was on a hamster wheel running faster and faster, but my business wasn't actually growing. I was drowning, and it wasn't until I had the courage to start saying no to price shoppers and price sensitive clients that I finally cracked the code to attracting high value dream clients that I have today. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact framework I used so you can use it too. Let me set the scene. For years, I ran a car detailing business. And when I started, I thought the name of the game was volume. I thought being busy was the goal. So I marketed my services as local and affordable. And it worked a little too well. My schedule was booked solid, but trying to build a business on a low margin client is like trying to fill a bucket with a massive hole in it. You are constantly pouring your time and energy into it, but your bank account never gets full. I was pulling 12-hour days, essentially running a fast food version of a mobile car detailing operation. And the clients who came in expected a 5-star result for a dollar menu price. They'd haggle over a $50 detail, pointing out imaginary flaws and treating me not as a craftsman, but as an interchangeable commodity. I wasn't a business owner, I was a task steward. I created myself a job. And the worst part, the math just didn't add up. Every hour I spent on these budget jobs was an hour I wasn't available for clients who actually valued my expertise. It was an hour I wasn't getting to build my brand, my business. I was busy working in the business that I had no time to work on the business. My calendar was full, but my profit margins were razor thin. My brand was getting weaker with every special detail I offered. And I finally realized my most valuable asset was my time. And it was being sold at a clearance price. My turning point was this one situation. I had detailed tons of cars and I dealt with 3 complaints. And when I checked my bank account, I barely cleared enough to cover my overhead. I was exhausted, restful, and for the first time, seriously thought about quitting. And right then, I made a decision. I was going to start saying no. The very next day, a referral called from another cheap customer asking for a quick detail. The old me would have been super excited and squeezed him right into my schedule. The new me took a deep breath and said, I appreciate you calling, but I actually specialize for high-end paint correction and ceramic coating services specifically for luxury and exotic vehicles. My minimum investment for that level of care starts at $249. If that's something you are looking to do, totally fine. If not, I completely understand. There was a moment of silence, then a polite, oh, okay, thanks anyways, and he hung up. My heart was pounding, the fear of an empty calendar was real, and honestly, for that first week, it was mostly empty. That initial drop in revenue was terrifying, but something else happened for me. For the first time in years, I had time. That empty calendar wasn't a liability, it was an opportunity to understand what I needed to do. It was an open field, ready for me to plant the seeds of a new, better business. Saying no. Saying no wasn't about shutting doors. It was about creating space for those right customers. That newfound time became my secret weapon. I didn't just wait for the phone to ring. I executed a 3-part plan to completely reposition my business and start attracting the people I actually wanted to work with. First, I had to change the way I thought. I had to stop seeing myself as a car detailer who just cleans things. I began to see myself as a restoration specialist who preserves valuable assets. It's the difference between a doctor who just hands you a pill and one who diagnoses the root cause and creates a comprehensive wellness plan. Because low value clients want tasks, a wash, a wax. A high value client wants an outcome. They want their $150,000 car to look flawless. They want to protect their investment. They want the peace of mind that comes with giving their keys to an expert, even if it means to spend more money. So I stopped selling my time and I started selling the dream outcome, selling transformations. So I didn't offer an interior clean anymore. I offered the presidential fanatical interior restoration, a package designed for busy professionals who value my work. It's not about what you do, it's about what your work does for the client. Premium clients don't buy tasks, they buy transformations. With my new mindset, my business has to match it. You cannot serve a gourmet meal in a greasy spoon diner. So I threw out my old website with its language of local, affordable, cheap deals and special offers, and I used that free time to build a new digital showroom. I hired a professional photographer to get stunning photos of my work, to literally showcase it all over my online presence. Instagram, my website, landing pages, everywhere, to show my best work on Porsches and Teslas, not beat up Toyotas and sedans. My new website used words like luxury car owners, craftsmanship, exclusivity, and preservation. It looked like a completely new luxury brand. My content strategy changed too. I started filming in-depth videos explaining the science behind paint correction, showing the meticulous process of applying ceramic coatings. This did two things. It educated my potential clients on why they could use my services and why it costs a premium. And it also acted as a velvet rope, repelling the price shoppers and attracting the exact person who appreciated my work and actually was looking for the best quality, not just some type of deal. And finally, the part that scares everyone. I completely overhauled my pricing. I stopped looking at competitors and start using value-based pricing. This isn't about your cost. It's about the worth and the result of what you deliver to this client. My price became the gatekeeper to my business. A high price doesn't just increase your profit margins, it signals quality and brings in clients who understand that. They want value, trust, and your expertise, and someone who respects the process. So I switched from $80 full details and price tiered packages like the gold, silver, premium detail to the fanatical detail and the presidential detail. This fundamentally changes the conversation. It's like selling a dream vacation package instead of negotiating the cost of individual plane tickets and hotel nights. You're shifting your focus from how much should I charge to which transformation does this customer need or is right for them. So what happened? My revenue tripled. In 6 months, I was working half the hours and I went from detailing a dozen cheap cars a week to 2 or 3 high-end vehicles, and the work was more enjoyable. The clients were amazing, my profit margins were incredible, but the biggest win wasn't just the money, it was what the money and time unlocked for me. Suddenly, hiring became easy. With higher ticket jobs, I could afford to pay top dollar for the best technicians. They were happy, did incredible work, and I still made a healthy profit. We're a team of A players, not a revolving door. And the time I clawed back into saying no to the wrong clients was the very time I used to build this YouTube channel, creating an entirely new business. This pivot allowed me to stop just being a detailer and start being a brand. That is the ultimate freedom that filtering out the wrong client gives you. It creates the space to build the next, bigger, and better version of your business. For years, I chased being busy. I was wrong. The goal isn't a full calendar, it's a profitable, sustainable business that you enjoy. Saying no to cheap clients was the single most profitable business decision I have ever made. It wasn't about being greedy, it was a strategic move to value my time, my skill, and my future. It really just boils down to this. Shift your mindset from a task doer, someone who created a job, to a solution provider. Reposition your brand to reflect premium, quality, and use your pricing as a filter. You have to stop competing on price because it literally just screams, I'm the cheap guy. It is a race to the bottom for you, and you cannot win that battle. Instead, compete on value, on expertise, on trust, and quality. You are not just a freelancer or a small business owner. You are a growing business, and it's time to start charging like one. So if you're ready to take that next step and build your own high value offer, check out this video right here for my free course. It's over an hour long where I walk you through everything. And if this video has helped you, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you want me to make a specific video about something you're struggling with, comment down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.